Chess.com is here with Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana, who at the moment is the sole leader of the 2018 Sinquefield Cup. The final position today was queen versus two rooks, and Magnus has already had queen versus two rooks twice. So are you just trying to keep up with him in case it comes up in your match in London?
The problem for Sergey was that he's not keeping his pieces in the last position. So if I get that, then I'm fully ready to play that position against anyone.
Yeah, fair point. It was a rather screwdrivered metaphor there. Did Sergey feel his normal self? If he had a very bad Rapid and Blitz tournament and he's already dropped several games here, did you feel less energy from him than normal?
He looked uncomfortable throughout the game. That's the impression I got. I assume the opening was uncomfortable for him, and maybe he's just not feeling like playing. At least that's what's showing in his results.
More on Sergey. He had played the last match with Magnus. Anand's played 2 matches with Magnus. Would you ever talk to them just in a really informal setting about what it's like to play a world championship match? Not, of course, as a member of your team, but just a little offhand conversation about what it's like to play on that stage?
No, I wouldn't. I think everyone's experience is different in a match, and I have my way of preparing, which doesn't involve asking past match participants.
But do you do any psychological preparation in that sense?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the psychological part is always very important.
And you've got a big match tomorrow against Magnus. You're going to play black. And it just occurred to me looking at the live ratings, I know you're black, but should you win, I think that's enough for you to actually flip-flop and become the new world #1. Were you aware of that?
I wasn't aware, and it really doesn't matter to me that much. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way for a win just because of the ratings. I'm looking more at the tournament results and not at the live ratings.
Yeah, the chess world does like to point out the statistically possible, even if it's not the statistically probable. Jumping ahead again to your match, do you think it's going to be harder in London to hold as black or win as white? That's the general thing, what we generally try to do in a match situation.
I mean, at the top level, generally it's harder to win with white than to draw with black. At least this is what, at the top level you could see that there are very often a lot of draws, and the level of preparation and defense with black is usually very high. So it's very difficult to get wins, and usually you can count on making a bunch of draws with black. But for a match, it's also quite different. I really can't say until I'm actually there.
The entire chess world, though, is going to be watching your game with Magnus tomorrow. Do you feel like it's a little bit of a prequel in the sense that all eyes are on you?
I mean, it is sort of, I guess the first taste of the match, but like I've said before, I don't really think it bears any relevance towards the actual match.
And finally, we say the most important question for last. A fan has come to St. Louis with a giant Fabi fathead. Is your chess career complete?
I don't know whether to be honored or horrified, to be honest.
Okay, well, at least he had the respect to not surprise you with this in the middle of the match. So we're going to let you take this out, Fabiano, and good luck with your match against Magnus tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks.